done?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Okay, did you all get your test review done?
We have had only test reviews for maths.
Maths.
Yes, ma'am. We have given the test papers.
Okay,
So,
I'm
test papers
sharing.
have been given, but test review for SPI batch we have only had it for maths. GAT
Okay,
copy and simultaneously later.
all right. Okay. Check this. Can you see the screen?
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. We can see all.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So have you done this?
Yes, ma'am.
This one, yes.
Did you solve this one? Passage 1, passage 2, and passage 3?
Yes, ma'am. Passage
Ma'am,
one.
we had
Passages?
this done yesterday.
Yes. Do you have your papers with you?
Yes.
Okay, great. So today, instead of starting a new topic, we will first finish these 3 passages, and then tomorrow we'll start with a new topic. Actually, I had told you that we'll start today, but then we'll have to do this one first. Okay? Have you all answered all the 3 passages?
Yes, ma'am. We have the answer.
Very good, very good. So let's cross check your answers. Okay? Let's take passage 1. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can
All right.
see the screen.
All right, good. Okay. So now I want you all to read the passage and tell me what your first answer is. You've already solved, right?
Yes, ma'am. We have
Okay.
already solved.
Okay, so yes. The
First answer is
will
spring. Spring first. Spring.
female polar bears give birth during spring.
Spring. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is there any other answer? Anybody with a different answer? Anyone with different answer? Has everybody ticked on spring?
Yes, ma'am. मैम टिक नहीं किया मैम लिख रहा है
Yes, ma'am. One.
Okay, हाँ लिखा है tick.
Spring.
Okay. Is it 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Has everybody ticked on spring?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
how did you understand the answer is spring? Female polar bears give birth during spring. Is it written in the passage?
Yes, ma'am. In
Yes,
first
ma'am.
line.
In
Where?
first line, ma'am.
In first
spring
line,
polar
yes, ma'am.
bear, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Read the first line. In spring,
Spring.
polar bear mothers emerge from dens with 3-month-old cubs. Is it written that they give birth during spring? Or is it written they emerge from the den? Emerge from the den means somebody is...
No idea, ma'am.
Ma'am, you can stop the annotations.
yeah, I think I should... how do I stop the annotations?
Go in meeting settings.
सिक्योरिटी मैम सिक्योरिटी मैम लैपटॉप में सिक्योरिटी होता है
किधर है वो?
मैम नीचे 5 ऑप्शंस हो गए ना मैम सिक्योरिटी पार्टिसिपेंट चैट शेयर स्क्रीन एंड रिकॉर्ड
I can't see. अच्छा, where is it? मेरा हाँ सिक्योरिटी में
यस मैम उसमें मैम मीटिंग सेटिंग का एनोटेशन का ऑप्शन होगा ना मैम वो
हाँ एनोट का ऑप्शन है.
मैम अभी कोई नहीं कर पाएंगा और कोई करेगा भी तो उसका नाम आएगा.
मैम चालू है मैम एनोटेशन
Okay, let's not waste time. Okay, let's not waste time in that. Okay, now the first female polar bear
नो
gives
प्रॉब्लम
during spring, you all said. Now tell me, how did you get the answer spring? You all said that it is there in the first sentence. But what I'm trying to explain here is that In spring, polar bear mothers emerge from dens. They have not said that they give birth during spring. What have they said? Read that sentence again. Emerge from dens मतलब
Emerge.
एक den रहता है. Den मतलब एक घर रहता है polar bear का, and they come out of the den. Have they said that polar bears give birth during spring? No, they haven't said that. They have only said that they emerge out from the den. मतलब पूरा birth सब हो गया and the polar bear is coming out during spring. That means the birth has happened before spring. Isn't it? तो spring से पहले कौन सा season आता है?
Summer.
Autumn, ma'am. Autumn.
Spring कब आता है? When does spring, which month does spring appear? That is during April, May. So winters. Winters कब होता है? December, Jan, winters. So the answer is winter. Now this is where my points that I told you in the first class comes. In the slides, I showed you the point. Read between the lines. I had explained you. Sometimes some things are not given in the passage. So when you read the question, you have to understand the points that has been given in the passage and you have to read between the lines. That is why each and every sentence or word that you read in the passage is very important. They have said emerge from dens. They did not say that the polar bear is giving birth. मतलब they are coming out of the den. मतलब हो गया है सब कुछ, birth सब हो गया है, पहले ही हो गया है. So पहले कब आता है? The answer will be
winter.
fourth point, winter. Did you all understand where you all went wrong?
Yes, ma'am.
ऐसे passages करना है. This is how you have to do your passages. Okay. Did you understand why I am saying this? You all
Yes, ma'am.
thought it is spring. Why? Because it is given spring. Yes, it is given. Spring is given. Winter के बारे में कुछ बताया ही नहीं है. But spring के बाद क्या बताया है? Emerge from. It is not
From dance.
birth.
मुझे ऐसे नहीं बताया कि born हुआ है.
So did you understand now? First answer is clear. So the first
Ma'am, clear.
winter.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
It is not given in the passage, but you have to read between the lines. Understood? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Understood.
Okay, good. Second one. Second one. What is the second answer?
Ma'am, fourth.
Ma'am, fourth.
Fourth, ma'am. Equal shares.
Second one is fourth.
Yes, equal shares.
Any
Three.
other answer? Any other answer?
2.
Two. Very good.
2.
Second one. Second. Not two. One. Someone said fourth point. Someone said second
Yes,
point.
ma'am, fourth.
You said fourth. Someone said second. Any other answer? No? So we are stuck between second one and fourth one.
Fourth.
Mother bear lets the cubs fend for themselves or sees that all cubs get an equal share.
Friends.
So
Ma'am,
Equal
fourth one.
shares.
Ma'am,
the
fourth.
answer is second one. Good. The answer is second. Lets the cubs fend for themselves. Why is it given here? It is not given directly in the passage, but it is said that the mother bear has fasted for a long time, that is 8 months, and do not stop the young from demanding full access to her remaining reserve. If there are triplets, the most persistent stands to gain an extra meal. You understood? if there are cubs, so if they are the ones who from the three who is working hard, who is putting more effort to get more meal, the mother will give the meal to that cub. So effort who's putting? The cubs are putting. The cubs are trying to get more meal, not the mother. So the answer will be let the cubs fend for themselves. They have to, if they want more food, they have to put in more effort to get that food. Understood? Yes? Okay. Now, the next one. So the second, mother bear lets the cubs fend for themselves. Children, whoever has marked fourth one, it is not the fourth, it is the second one. Okay? Now the third one. With reference,
Ma'am, but how, ma'am? I not understand.
what you didn't understand? The second answer,
Yes, ma'am. Second answer.
mother bear, that's what I explained you, bacha, right now. I explained you now, right? I just explained you that if the children, that is the cubs over here, the cubs, if they want more food, they have to put more effort to get that food. Only then the mother will give them. So it doesn't come on the mother, it comes on the cubs. So mother bear lets the cub fend for themselves. So they have to put effort to get their food. It is given over here. The small, if there are triplets, the most persistent stands to gain an external mate. Okay, I need to stop this annotation. Somebody is just scribbling. Please don't scribble. Okay. Okay. So if there are triplets, the most persistent stands to gain an extra meal, and it may have the meal at the expense of others. The smallest of the litter forfeits many meals to stronger siblings. Understood? So mother bear lets the cub fend for
Yes, ma'am.
means they have to put more effort in.
Ma'am, switch off the annotations.
Somebody
Yaar,
is,
don't
how do
skip
I
them.
switch it off? I can't get
Ma'am,
it.
you go
Where
in
do I go?
settings, meeting setting.
Ma'am, you
Ma'am,
can
you
go
go in
to meeting
security.
settings. There's an option to annotate and you can
अरे
switch.
कविश मैम लैपटॉप पे कर रहे लैपटॉप पे सिक्योरिटी का ऑप्शन रहता है मीटिंग सेटिंग का नहीं
Okay, security में जाके क्या करना है?
Turn off participant
मैम उधर में
annotations.
एनोटेशन का
settings.
ऑप्शन होगा मैम उसको सिर्फ ऑफ करना है नहीं तो मैम कविश बोल रहे हैं जैसे सिक्योरिटी में जाके मीटिंग सेटिंग का ऑप्शन ऑफ हो तो मैम आप देख सकते हो
And not on shared content.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's fine.
Off,
Ma'am,
switch
now
it
it's
off.
fine.
Okay, I've done it. Okay, thank you.
मैम यस मैम डन मैम
Okay, so second one is done. Now let's move on to the with reference to the passage, the following assumptions have been made. Polar bears fast as long as 8 months due to non-availability of prey, or polar bears always give birth to triplets. ये दोनों में से which one is the correct one? Which one has
B.
marked?
फर्स्ट मैम फर्स्ट ए
Second.
Polar bears fast as long as 8 months due to
यस
non-availability. Okay, one answer is A. Okay, anybody else with a different answer? Is it A, B? Is it A,
B.
only B, only both A and B, or neither A nor B? Which one?
Only B.
Hmm?
Only B.
Only B. Okay. One of your friends said it's A. A only.
यस मैम ए
Said it's B only. Is there any other answer?
Ma'am, B.
Most of you are saying B.
बात मत करो
B or A? Or
Second option.
second option, B only?
Yes.
What is the question? With reference to the passage, the following assumptions have been made. Polar bears
Fourth option.
as long as 8 months due to non-availability of prey. It is not A. Why it is
Fourth
not
option.
A?
Ma'am, first option, ma'am, first option.
Why
A
it is
only.
not? Okay, okay. We have option A. Some friends of yours have said A. Some friends of yours have said B. I think someone
Ma'am,
mentioned.
can
Did
ma'am,
someone
आप थोड़ी
say
screen
fourth
से check-
option?
हाँ, okay.
I think somebody mentioned fourth. I heard a fourth option. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll come to A. Polar bears fast as long as 8 months due to non-availability of prey. That is not the answer. Why? Why that is not?
Because they're in hibernation, not
Because they
starving.
haven't written anything in the passage about non-availability of prey. They have only written that they fast for 8 months. They haven't written anything about non-availability of prey. That much of so much of information they have not given to us in the passage, isn't it?
Yes.
That we can cross it. Okay. Now option B. Polar bears always give birth to triplets. Go back to your passage.
No, not
Whoever
compulsory.
has said B, go back to your passage. Can you see this? If there are triplets. What is
Fourth
this?
option.
If. They have said if there are triplets. हमें पेयर को triplets नहीं होता है. If there are triplets, मतलब क्या है इसका? There can be 1 baby, 2 babies, 3 babies, or 4 or 5 babies. We don't know. So if there are triplets. So हमेशा ऐसा नहीं कि polar bear को triplets ही होना है. Okay? If. So read, see, each and every article, each and every preposition is very important in a passage. Just because of this, if there are triplets, you should understand that option B is also not the answer for third question.
But they are saying
Polar bears
assumptions, right?
always give, they are saying always gives birth to triplets. No. Passage में क्या लिखा है? If. यहाँ पे
Ma'am,
always लिखा है. So that is not an option. Yes, somebody is asking.
Ma'am, I was saying that the question was we can have the following assumption. So we can also make assumption after reading the passage, right?
Yes, you also can make assumptions. What? Go back to my slide again. Go back to my slide again. What did I say? With reference to the passage, the following assumptions have been made. Who have made the assumptions?
Author means the writer.
The author. So we have to think about our assumption or the author's assumption. What did I tell you in the first class when we had the slide? What did I tell you? Do not add our assumptions or our critique or our point of argument inside the passage. We have to think about what the author is trying to tell us. Didn't I tell you all in the first class? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Do you all remember that? Do you all remember
Yes,
that point I told you? Do not put your assumptions, your critique. We are not supposed to put ours in that. We are supposed to think what has the author assumed? What has the author told us? Okay. But
Yes, ma'am.
over here, with reference to passage, whenever this reference is there, the following assumptions have been made. This question, they have read the passage and they have made the assumptions. So we cannot make our assumption. We are supposed to read the passage and then we have to come to a conclusion thinking what the author has thought. Okay, understood? So now you understood why B is not an option, because always, that means hamesha triplets hi. No. In the passage it is given if. Understood? So A and B is not an option. Then we are left with? We are left with which answer?
Fourth option.
Come on, children.
Fourth option.
Fourth
Very
option.
good. Fourth, neither A nor B. Did you all get the gist of doing a passage, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you have given me different answers. This was a quite simple passage. There is no complication in this passage, but still some children gave me the right answer. But yes, you all got confused between spring. Then in the second one, you got confused between second and fourth. In the third one, I think somebody gave me the correct answer, the fourth option. Now, did you all understand? How do you have to read a question? How do you have to understand? Like just now, your friend had a doubt that the following assumption, so we can also make an assumption. Now you understood we cannot make our assumption. After
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
we should make assumption according to the author's thinking, not our thinking. Understood? We have
Yes, ma'am.
between the lines and see that what the author is trying to tell us. Okay? Understood?
Yes.
Good. All right. Do you want to correct your answers? Do you want to read it once again? We will move on to the second passage.
Ma'am, you can move on.
You all got a clear idea of how to do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Just
Yes.
like
Yes,
this
ma'am.
spring answer, everything won't be given. I told you in the first slide, specific data will never be given in the passage. That's
मैम मेरा लीव हो गया था
Okay.
मैम क्योंकि लैपटॉप का स्विच ऑफ था
now. Okay, bacha, no problem. You got all your answers, right? 1, 2, and 3. Answers you got, everybody is clear with it.
Yes.
Move on to second passage.
छोटे बच्चे बीच में बात
Okay.
मत करो.
Okay. Second passage, let's move on. Okay. I suppose you all have done the second passage. What is the answer for question number 4? What does nature in the passage mean? You all have not done the second passage?
Second answer.
Second passage you all have done? Come on, everybody. I want you all to be active. Come on, come on. There is no wrong answer in this. I will
Yes, ma'am.
There is no problem if you give me a wrong answer. I have no problem in that. I'm here to correct you. Okay? Don't
Yes, ma'am.
guide you. Come on. What does nature in the passage mean? What does it mean?
Second answer.
Ma'am, second option.
Has everybody gone with the second option?
Yes, ma'am.
Physical power that created the world. What
Yes.
nature in the passage mean? Is it?
Option A.
Very good. Someone said option A. Countryside covered with plants and trees. Very
Yes, ma'am.
That is the answer actually. What does nature in the passage mean? Now, when such a question is asked, what does nature in the passage mean? Here indirectly they have given the 4 options. Nothing, absolutely nothing in the passage has been given. So you have to again read between the lines. You have to understand the gist of the passage, what the author is trying to tell us. So what does nature in the passage mean? Countryside covered with plants and trees. I think you can get a small hint from this sentence. A beautiful landscape full of green vegetation will not just attract our attention, but will fill it with infinite satisfaction. So from this sentence, you have to understand that the author is trying to tell us that what does nature mean? Countryside covered with plants and trees, because they are not talking about physical power, any physical power that has been created. They're not talking about determinant character. They're not talking about any practical study that is not happening here in the passage. So the only option that is left is plants and trees that is covered. Understood? Please make
The author is only
Please.
talking about nature.
Yes, the author is only talking about nature. So that means first option is very apt for it because it is only talking about nature. It is not talking about any power. It is not talking about world. It is not talking about any practical study. So all these options are not going to come. Only this one. As you said, very good. It is only, the passage is only talking about nature. So countryside covered with plants and trees. What is the meaning of that? Tell me. Countryside covered with plants and trees. Matlab kya hai? It's completely nature. It's only nature. There is nothing else over there, isn't it? Got it? You have to think in that terms. Understood? Did you all make the correction?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Okay, good. Did you all make the correction?
Yes, ma'am.
Make the correction, okay? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Now next one, 5th one. Which one of the following is the correct statement? What is your answer? What have you all written? Tell me, quick.
I'm second. Sorry.
B answer.
Which one?
B option. Second option.
Second.
Everything is beautiful in its natural state. Any other answer? You all have marked second one? Any other option?
No, ma'am. Second option.
Second itself? All of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's not wrong, but there is much more apt answer.
Third.
Very good. Third. There is beauty in nature.
Third answer, yes.
Everything is beautiful in its natural state, and there is beauty in nature. There's very little difference in that. It can either be second or it can either be third. So the more apt answer for this is third one. Okay. The author is trying to tell us that everything in nature has beauty. Let that be a small insect, or let that be anything in nature. Everything has its beauty. Even if it's raining, it has beauty. Even if it has thunder, it has beauty. Understood?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what the author is trying to tell us. It can either be second, it can either be third, but the more apt answer is third one. Okay? All right. Let's move on. Please make the changes. Please, whenever you're making changes, my children, please understand that. Also understand where you have gone wrong and why you have gone wrong. Okay? All right, next one. What does the writer suggest? What's your answer? Which one? First,
Ma'am,
second,
B.
third,
B
or
op-
fourth?
B option. Second option.
B op- B option, ma'am.
Second?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very
Yes.
good. Second one. Good. Let's move on to seventh one. What does struggle in the passage mean? Which one? What's your
Man struggled to save nature.
Again, second, ma'am.
Very good. Good. So now you
Ma'am,
all are getting
second.
it. Very good. Now you all are getting the gist. Very good. Okay. Next, eighth. Eighth one. Why a beautiful landscape will fill us with infinite satisfaction.
And third option.
Any other answer? Someone said third. Your friend said
It
third.
will ensure our future existence.
Third.
Everybody is with third?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Third is the correct answer. Very good. You all are smart. Okay. Next one. Let's move on to passage 3. Is passage 2 clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Clear? Did you all make your
Yes.
questions? Yes? Okay, let's move on to passage 3 then. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you go up a bit, please?
Okay. All right. Here, passage 3. You
Yeah.
Okay. Are you reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Question number 9. I suppose you all have these practice papers with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Answer sheet.
You have
Yes,
your
ma'am,
answer.
we have.
Very good, very good.
We have
Good.
the PDF.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No
I
problem.
mean, question 9, the option last
Okay.
one should be, I think, all of the above, not none of the above. There was a printing mistake, I guess.
Who's this? Okay. 9th? Okay, all of the above. Okay.
Because in the last line, all these this is mentioned.
Which one of the following is correct? The writer believes that India is. Okay, you're saying it must be all of the above.
Yes, ma'am, because
No,
the
ma'am.
last few lines of the passage say the same
Yes,
thing.
exactly.
Yes, it is printing mistake.
Yes, it's a printing mistake. Please correct it. It's all of the above. Okay, now give me the answer. What you have written? Quick. Come on.
Ma'am, can you please explain the meaning of the 4 words in the next question?
Which one? Which one you want me to explain?
Those optimistic, autocratic, pessimistic, and
Where is
partial.
it?
The 10th question.
In which no,
Tenth
we are
one.
doing, no, bacha, we are doing the 9th one. I'll come to the 10th one. Let's finish the 9th one first. Can we finish the 9th?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, second option, ninth one, second option.
And the answer is all of the above.
Yes, ma'am, it is 4.
Yes, ma'am. It's all of the above.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Next one. Read the next one. What about the next one? Can you all,
First option.
what is author's tone in the passage? Okay. What is author's tone in the passage?
Ma'am, we can't see all options.
Call to be active. Yes. Somebody said first option.
We can't see all the options.
Ma'am, first option.
Can you scroll it down?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can we get a brief on the tones and their meanings?
Yes, yes, yes. Somebody had asked me the meaning. Can you see 10th question, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We
Okay.
can see.
What is the author's tone in the passage? Somebody gave me answer as the first option, that is optimistic. Any other answer? Any other answer, children? Any other answer, anyone? Okay, somebody had doubt. Someone had asked me about some meaning. Who was that?
Ma'am, it's me.
Yeah,
Ayush.
Ayush, tell me, what do you want? What did you want?
Ma'am, the meaning of partisan and pessimistic.
The meaning of partisan and pessimistic. Do you all know the meaning of optimistic and autocratic?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Who said yes?
No.
Somebody explain optimistic.
Positive.
Ma'am, optimistic is positive,
Ma'am, I said
autocratic is neutral,
optimistic.
and
Very good.
pessimistic is negative. Partisan, I don't know.
Okay. I can't hear. I will tell you. Okay. Optimistic, I think most of you all know. Ayush, optimistic meaning you know. Being
Yes, ma'am.
Now, autocratic means a person who has complete power. He has full power in his hand. A very powerful man.
Yes, ma'am.
For example, a very powerful man. You know so many powerful men around India, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, pessimistic. What about pessimistic? What do you mean it is? Pessimistic means a person who believes
A person who believes in the dark
that
side of
everything-
things.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Dark side. Matlab, a person who believes that everything will go wrong. It is just the opposite of optimistic. Okay? He believes that everything will go wrong. Nothing is going to go right. There is no bright side of life. Everything is very dark. All right. That is called pessimistic. Now, what is the next one?
Partisan.
Partisan. Partisan means what? A person who supports a party very strongly. Any party, it can be any kind of a party. A member, he'll be the member of that party and he will be supporting that party very strongly. Let them be right, let them be wrong. That is not an issue. But
Yes, ma'am.
party very strongly. That
Got
is
it,
called
got it.
partisan. Now, you know the meaning of all the 4 options. Now tell me, what's the author's tone in the passage? Tone. Tone matlab, in the first slide I had told you, they will be asking you like these questions. So when you read the passage, you have to read as if you're the author. You have to think about what the author is thinking. Got it? Okay. So the answer will be?
Option 1.
Correct. Very good. Optimistic. What is the author's tone?
Optimistic.
Optimistic. He's very positive. He's positive that something good will happen to India. Okay? Did
Yes,
you
ma'am. Got it.
optimistic or did you all have some other answer? Huh?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Same
Next
answer.
one. Quick, 11th one. What's your answer?
The entire
11th.
younger generation.
Which one? Entire younger
Option
generation.
Fourth option. Fourth option. Fourth option, ma'am.
Okay, just a minute. I need to take a screenshot of the. Okay,
Ma'am, it should be the universities, option 3.
According
very
to the
good.
passage, it should be universities.
Very good. According to passage, it should be universities. You can get confused between third and fourth, but third is the more apt answer because it is given there. And if you read the passage properly, it is given there. Okay, 12th one. Which one of the following is correct? What's your answer? What did you all
Option
write?
2.
Option 2. Any other answer? Anyone
Ma'am,
else?
fourth option.
Anyone with option 1? It should be option 1. We should have the imagination to exploit.
Option 1.
Yes. If you read the passage properly, you will understand the author is trying to tell us that there are potential leaders in our country. We just need to find them out. Okay? Now, 13th one. That's the last one. What's the answer for the 13th one? What's your answer, children? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one?
Of
Second.
Second option.
no, ma'am, it's option 4, I think.
Someone said fourth.